Ganvie, the only entirely lake village of Africa. We are in Benin, a few kilometers from Cotonou, the metropolis. Ganvie covers 50 square, but its inhabitants, about 50,000, use only 10 square. The village, 3 centuries ago, created. Its first dweller came to put rule down on water by escaping the slave kings of the kingdom of Abome, who captured the black valley men of Dahomey, present Republic of Benin, and sold them to the Portuguese, Spanish, and French slave traders. Many inhabitants of Ganvie are polygamous. Abel is one of them. 35 years old, he's already a head of big family. I have 2 spouses and 6 offspring. The first one has 4 children and the second one is having 2 for the time being. The train does not reach its destination yet. To mean that I'm not done yet making kids. The last word is still with God. In Ganvie, there is no dry land. Everyone lives on water, even if some inhabitants who have some financial means can afford a marine sand foundation to drive out the water from their compound. Here it is impossible to walk or to use motorcycle or car. The only one means of transport is the canoe. I have 2 personal canoes. Each woman has her own canoe. For the moment, our kids use our canoe with us. One of the attractive characteristics of this African lake village is the organization of its marketplace. On the ground in the morning of the floating market, the show offered by the women is amazing. Some fish species are easy to catch starting from 4 a.m. in the morning. Men will wake up earlier, very earlier, to go to catch these fish. But women will wake up before the men to prepare their breakfast. When they wake up before 4 a.m., they'll prepare what the men will eat during fishing. Then they transport their meals in the morning, and it is there that I saw the first meals that the fishermen will eat while fishing. At 4 a.m. in the morning, the weather is dark. Nobody sees anything. Each lady is compelled to have in her canoe a lantern, traditional lantern, to lighten what she's selling. In the canoe is arranged an earth in which they set fire for cooking and sell the food very hot. Women are accustomed to doing that job. No, the traditional lantern does not fall down. It is a practice specific to the village that we came to discover. This environment and this spectacle that the inhabitants of Gambia offer attracts many tourists who take pleasure to contemplate them. It's the case of Mark, a French sailor who already made several Vendée Globes and who came to discover Ganvie. What is marvelous and very strange, singular is the fact that the streets, the avenues, and the boulevard are water. That all is done on water. I really appreciate that. I really like. And then after, it is the dynamism, the force, the energy, and of these people speaking in all the directions and upside down. All is done online, in the street, I mean, on the lake. Is really vivid, full of color, since 6 a.m. in the morning, even Sunday, when everything is supposed to be quiet. The big concern of the inhabitant of Ganvie is the appearance of water hyacinth there about 30 years ago. These watery plants fade the lake and cut the roads of the village. Several researchers are thinking of it until now. When they proliferate, they block the way. They cut the village from each other. They cut even the district inside the villages. It's a phenomenon which many scientists are doing some researches. The American of ITAR project invented VISSOH of in the insect which nourish water hyacinths. Once in the laboratory, it's go perfectly good. Each VISSOH consumes an average of 100 water hyacinths per day. But before the Americans send this insect on the water, it's necessary that they study the effect of this VISSOH on the fish, the human being, and the environment. So the solution is not for tomorrow that this will be done. This can be an object of lucrative activity. We can process the water hyacinth into fertilizer, which can be used. But the technique to be used to process the water hyacinth into fertilizer is not accessible yet to the villagers. What do the villagers do? They remove the water hyacinth, and 2 days later, they proliferate quickly and still invade the water level. Lake village. There is no savanna, either bush. Agriculture is not the activity of the population. The inhabitants live 99% on fishing. The only 1% remaining make the trade of the smuggled gas bought from Nigeria. The houses are built on stilts. The level of water is 1.50 meters currently. But in period of flood, the level of water can go up to 3 meters. The houses are built with bamboos and thick wood. The wood being used to build this roof are always bought in the equatorial forests of Nigeria, Gabon, and Cameroon. The woods are transported by means of the motorized boat. The construction of the house is a federated act for the family. Several people take part in the building of a steel house. Life in Ganvie is incredible. There's no man, neither woman nor child who can live without a canoe. Here, the 2 feet are not enough. It's necessary to have a third one, which is the canoe, to go from one point A to another one B. All it's done on steel or canoe. Businesses and barters and the market are done in canoes. This is why he said that is an amazing life in Ganvie, the Venice of Africa.